I think on Thursday people will be voting on the basis of arguments, and one of the arguments that I've tried to make throughout is that if people vote to leave, they're voting to have confidence in this country, in its institutions and in its people. And I think that what is a significant decision, of course, for this country, which will change its path for a generation, both sides have made their arguments with passion and with force and with fluency, but our side, I believe, has been optimistic about Britain's potential, whereas I fear that too often those arguing that we should remain have been fearful and, to my mind, surprisingly pessimistic about Britain's potential outside.
If a vote to leave does disrupt building work briefly, I wouldn't mind too much. I apologise to our viewers for the noise in the background.
Well, it shows the economy's booming, come what may.
The economy's booming, what may. Now, in terms of that shift in momentum we've seen over the weekend, part of it put down to an anti-immigration poster from Nigel Farage. Has he, in fact, made your job more difficult?
Well, there have been occasions during the course of this campaign when Nigel Farage has said things and done things with which I disagree. But I think it's important. I've tried very hard not to single out any individual in this campaign for criticism. It's important to bring it back to the arguments. There are legitimate public concerns about migration which I think are best addressed if we vote to leave the European Union. Not because I'm opposed to migration, quite the opposite. I think our economy and our culture benefits from new people arriving here. But if we're to maintain the benefits of migration, then people need to feel confident that the numbers are being controlled, and we can't do that in the EU.
Now, immigration, of course, one issue where you tend to poll relatively well on. Another issue where you tend to poll more poorly on is the economy. For the criticisms, whatever their truth, the specific forecasts we've heard from the Bank of England, the Chancellor, the Treasurer, he is giving specifics for voters to go on, whereas it's pretty vague from your side what a vote to leave would mean for the economy. Can you give a specific figure on GDP, for example, that a vote to leave would impact just in the short term?
Well, I think one of the reasons why I'm very wary about making forecasts in the future is that economic forecasts have so often been wrong, whether it's from our own Treasury or from organisations like the IMF. I think if you're making an economic judgment, one of the things to do is to look at facts and fundamentals. And the facts are that Britain has a trade deficit with the European Union. They sell more to us than we do to them. So it wouldn't be in the European Union's interests to erect any trade barriers. There's another fundamental as well. During the course of this referendum campaign, manufacturing output has gone up, more jobs have been created. The pound is even at a higher level now than it was at the start of the campaign. And I think that reflects certain robust truths about the British economy, which, if we vote to leave, we'll be able to build on, because by voting to leave, we can not only take back control of hundreds of millions of pounds that we send to the European Union, we will also be detaching ourselves from the sinking ship that is the European Union economy.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.